Look, stuff has just got harder and harder and harder. At the start of the year, we were looking at a small rise in mortgage rates, inflation to be under control. Now this thing's just galloping away and there's no clear end game to it other than a hard landing recession. If you look at social unrest, it seemed like COVID was over. We're now seeing a long tail of post-COVID problems. Turns out if you lock down a society for large parts of 2 years and close the borders, your labour shortages, your truancy, if you tell kids not to go to school, don't be surprised if they don't go. Then of course there's a lot of people turning to crime and lawlessness on top of that. So those are continuing issues. The year really has been a downhill slide, unfortunately.
You personally, any achievements, let's say, in and out of Parliament?
Look, I'm really proud of the way ACT's team has come together. If you look at our polling now, our polling 12 months ago, it's pretty much the same. So maintaining, record levels of support for ACT, that is pretty good. But the big difference now is I think it's, a year ago it was a lot of it was because of me. Now I think more of ACT's support is attributable to Brooke and Nicole and the team. So the fact that ACT's team has really come out to play in their second year and will get stronger in their third year, for me that's what I set out to do this term, is grow a team, and that seems to be going well from ACT's point of view. How
election ready is the team, do you think?
Look, I think if you look at the trajectory of our team, they're like one of Peter Beck's rockets. They're just accelerating upwards at every moment. And if you took where they were at this time 12 months ago, some of them were just finding their feet. Now you look at someone like Brooke, just asking questions and breaking stories and critiquing the government, week after week. So they're much more ready than they were last year, but they're not as ready as they'll be next year. They're on a trajectory.
I suppose what I'd be interested to know is whether any of these MPs would be replaced if you thought you had a better candidate out there, you found it through your 90. Would they get replaced, or by virtue of being here for the past however many years, they are assured a spot?
Well, I'll put it this way. If I could find someone that could do what I do it better so I could retire, go home and have someone to vote for, I'd do that, no question. I'm not here for me or for the career. It's a terrible life and career, if you're honest. I'm only here for the policy, but I'm going to be here as long as I don't think that there's someone that will stand up for those values of personal freedom, personal responsibility, a government that's focused on doing the things that only government can do and not messing up everything else. Those are important values to me. And if there's someone better to carry the baton, look, sign me up. I'm very happy. I'm not here for the ego or the position or the title. That's one of my long-term jobs is to bring in better people. So yep, I'd even replace myself if I could find the right person. If you're out there and you want to give it a go, be my guest.
Right, let's think about next year's election. So obviously let's take the point that the polls at the moment look pretty good as far as a national ACT government is concerned. What's your view on that at the moment? Where are we sitting?
Look, first of all, a poll in December doesn't define an election, which could be as late as November. So it's potentially 11 months, 300 days, 330 days before you actually have the election. So if we think for a moment that we've won from here, then we're dreaming and we don't deserve to win. We're going to have to go out next year and show New Zealanders not just that the government's a bit useless, because frankly they are, but also that there's a better tomorrow with ACT and National together, and the ACT part of that will be a major positive contribution to delivering real change. So this is about not just the government losing, it's about us winning and making the proposition to the voters that they'll have a better tomorrow under us, and we're going to work like hell for that next year. We're certainly not there yet.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.